The next JS series. In this tutorial, we're gonna see add to cart. This is a continuation of the previous video. So we had seen add to cart functionality. So once I have add to cart, so one my cart value will be one, and if I add my cart value will be two. So if I go back to the another product, for example, if I go back and if I give this, if I add to cart this, I have already my cart value is 2. Now my value is resetted to 0. So this uh, has to be rectified. So we have to use a create context for this. So for that, previous tutorial we had seen how to add the cart once we have clicked that particular button. So here I just comment this out because this value will be, I have to maintain the states. So this has to be the overall, this state has to be maintained. So for that I have to create a context. So in the app folder, you have to create a context folder. I have to create a file called context.js. So in this, so here you have to create a method called create context. So once we have imported this, you have to assign any variable right here. Here is the context. So once we have created, we have to export this context. So and also in the cart and add to cart which we have commented in the product list, so that we have a problem, it is reassigned to 0, but we have to maintain. If I have added to the cart, for example, I have added this cart value 1, my cart value is 2. If I go back, my cart value will be 2, not 0. It should not be 0. For that we have to maintain is this state variable. So for that, in the cart provider component, I'm just paste this cart and add to cart here. So here, the whatever the cart context dot provider, we have to give the value, whichever the value for this cart and the add to cart will be passed to this particular value, and this is passed to all the children, and all the components. And also here we have a layout.js. In the layout.js, what we have to do is, here we have a cart provider. This cart provider has to be import here in the layout, so that it will be, it maintain the state for all the childrens. So here I have a cart provider. I have to import it from cart context, and here I have to give cart provider. Here I have to wrap it up with this particular children. So once we have given this, go to the product list, and here I have to use a cart and the add cart from the cart context which we have created in this cart context. So here I have a value of the cart value and set cart value. So on the add to cart value, so which will be used here to display all the products, all the product, right? So here I have to, when I get this particular cart, I have to display all my cart value here. So if I don't have that particular cart, how would I display? So for that I have to have, you have to use this use context. So I have to use it from that particular context. So there we have to create context, we have to use here, we have to use that particular cart. So for that use context we have to use. So we have to import this, and also we have to import this particular cart context from the cart context. So here I have to import this. This is not required. Use state we are not using. So in the previous tutorial we have explained this. So here I have I have to import this particular use context right here. So once we have imported, I just exit save this, and here go to the browser. So you will be getting this. So I'm just refreshing it and go to this view details. just I have to load this. So once it's been loaded, we will be seeing how the cart status getting loaded, how its state is maintaining. So let's see. So in the app folder, we have to create a context, cart context. In the cart context, we have to set this, and here the children have to be passed, and we have to create a cart provider so that we can add, give the cart and the add to cart. So the whatever value we have to pass it to all the children to maintain the state of the cart and add to cart. So here I have to pass this, in the layout you can see, we have to import this cart provider. So once we have give this, go to the product list. You can give this cart and add to cart from the use context. And once we have imported this too, we have to display all the cart items. So it is compiled, so we have to go to this, and here I have to go to this view details. So I have to give add to cart. So I have, my cart value is 2 now. I go back now, my cart value has to be 2, not 0 has to be initialized. So my cart value is 2. So my product is 2. So once I give this cart value, my product is 3. So this is all about, so the total cart value is 3. So if I refresh this, you could see my cart value is 0 0 0. This should not be like this. So we have to use a local storage to store that particular cart values which we have added here. So we will see in the next tutorial. Thank you all of you.